Imagine you are an 8-year-old boy in 3rd grade. The teacher is introducing your class to fractions and gives the following problem. If two friends order an 8-cut cheese pizza, how many will each of them get if they split it in half? Immediately you know that it is 1/2. In fact, you know that 1/2 of 1/2 is 1/4, and you can apply fractions at a 6th grade level. You finish the in-class worksheet in 5 minutes and feel unchallenged. The feeling of boredom takes over while waiting for your classmates to finish. Imagine feeling like you have nowhere to go within a school to feel challenged, based on your intellectual ability and not your age. Under-challenging students negatively impacts their sight. With little to do, how can these children develop power of sustained effort or form respect for the task? Teachers need to be aware of the myths about the meaning of giftedness. When people hear the term gifted, they sometimes make false assumptions. Are you, as an educator, helping them appreciate habits of steady work? Myth: all children are gifted. All children have strengths, but not all children are gifted. This advanced capacity requires modifications to regular classroom curricula to ensure that these children are challenged and learn new material. The first way to help gifted students is understanding ways in which we can properly identify them. Our task is not to select students for all time, but to select them for enhanced instructional opportunities that may benefit them at a given stage of development. Whether the intervention works or not, students should be regularly reassessed for new opportunities and dropped from those that are not meeting their needs. Myth: that student can't be gifted, he's receiving poor grades. The roots of this problem differ based on each child's experiences. Underachievement describes a discrepancy between a student's performance and ability. Boredom in unchallenging classrooms causes gifted children to lose interest. Little interest in school forms bad study habits and distrust in the school setting. Myth: This child can't be gifted, he has a disability. Some gifted students also have learning or other disabilities. These twice exceptional students often go undetected in regular classrooms because their disability and gifts mask each other, making them appear average. Some schools won't consider students with a learning disability for gifted services. It is important to focus on the students' abilities and allow them to have a challenging curricula in addition to receiving help for their learning disability. Myth: gifted students don't need help, they'll do fine on their own. Would you send your star athlete to train for the Olympics without a coach? Gifted students need support from well-trained teachers who challenge them. Teachers can help students by teaching them how to understand themselves. Openly discussing personal struggles helps normalize conflicts in students' lives. Mindfulness techniques can also be used to help cope with the overexcitabilities. Myth: gifted students make others in the class smarter by providing a role model. Relying on someone who's expected to succeed won't grow the struggling student. And gifted students may make great leaders, but feel frustrated and bored in school. Heightened brain activity makes them more vulnerable to psychological issues. Gifted students need help coping with perfectionism, social anxiety, boredom, etc. Gifted students will have little desire to help their peers if they don't feel supported. Myth: gifted education requires an abundance of resources. There are many low-cost options for gifted students, such as early admission to kindergarten, grade skipping, and subject matter acceleration. Still, schools seem to struggle with providing resources to help students and teachers. What if gifted elementary students could collaborate to fundraise for gifted education with a trusted adult?